Kit, it seems like forever since the last home game, which obviously ended with a fantastic result. How have things been going over the last couple of weeks? What are the preparations like for Brentford tomorrow night?
Been very, very good. We've done a lot of work. Certainly Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday this week now, really leading into the Brentford game, which is obviously a local derby and a game that means a lot to me, a lot to the players, and a lot to our fans. So it's been a real thorough preparation, and it's gone very, very well. I've been delighted with it.
Tickets sold out for this game within sort of 24 hours of them going on sale. It's one the fans are really looking forward to.
Well, that's right. Obviously, we've already played them once this season at their place in the Cup. But both teams have changed dramatically since that game then. So I think it'd be a very different game of football. I went and watched that one. It wasn't the most entertaining game of football, but a fantastic win for us. I think Brentford are a team who've really impressed everyone. They're an excellent side, and Mark Warburton's got them really firing, playing some great football as well. So they're in good form, and they're a very good team. But listen, so are we, and I'm really looking forward to the game. The
international break, does that disrupt your preparations, or does it give a bit of a rest and respite to those players who've been working so hard because there were so many fixtures?
Yeah, we're on the back of 7 games in 21 days, so it's a real good hit for the players, and they stood up to that very, very well and performed admirably. But the break comes at a good time. I mean, break for some of them, a lot of them are away with their relevant countries anyway. But it's a different atmosphere, and it changes things for them. But no, for the rest of the boys, they had a little bit of time off, but then they did an awful lot of good work back here. The preparation for this Brentford game couldn't really have gone any better.
The last time we spoke, we talked about a young Marcus Bettinelli getting his first under-21 call-up. He had to come back because of an injury to his wrist. Can you just shed a little bit of light on that?
Yeah, it was a problem with his thumb, potentially. And the England physios were excellent. They got it all scanned and checked out, and they didn't want to take any chances. So, they made the decision for Marcus to come back, which was fine. And like I say, they've been excellent, the England medical staff, so we've got no problems there at all. Marcus has now come back, it's been checked out by our guys, and we're quite happy, he's quite happy, he's good to go.
And Fernando, because obviously he'd had that problem and then he developed another problem during the last fixture.
He's still coming on, obviously a little bit slower than we would have liked, but he's progressing well. He had a good functional session yesterday, which I went over and watched a bit of, and he's coming along. Like I say, I won't rush players back. When they're fit, ready to go, get them back in, great, no problem. But I'll never push physios or push the players to come back until they're 100% fit, because ultimately they can do themselves more damage, and they let themselves, and they can let the teammates down, and that's something I won't have.
And of course you were missing Sean Kavanagh and Tim Hoogland. Is there any progress report on them?
Yeah, they're both coming along quite nicely. Sean's was like a quad injury, and he's had a couple of them, but in different areas of it's sort of tracked down his quad. So it's something, again, we're very conscious of getting right for him. He's a great lad, great talent, and will be a very, very good player for this football club. So, but like all the boys,
and a real shame for him because he had been doing so well.
Yeah, obviously on the back of scoring a winner against Norwich, and then he'd had a bit of game time and was really enjoying himself. He'd had a few injury problems previously, so we just need to really get him really strong, and I had a chat with him this morning actually. You just need to get him robust for Championship football, so he can play week in, week out, really is the level you want to get him to.
Does that determine the kind of training that he will be doing? We've talked a lot about you make sure you tailor training for individual players.
Yeah.
So actually physicality for Sean might be one of the things you work.
Definitely, as we do with all of them, like you say, so certainly his strength work and his prevention work, his gym-based stuff will be modified and bespoke to him. And also at times, certain parts of the main session, I'm quite happy to modify training on the grass for certain individuals that can come in and out at different times, if there's like specific things they should or shouldn't be doing. So we try and try the best we can to cover everything and tick every box. But Sean's coming on quite nicely. We're pleased with him at the moment, making decent progress.
And
Tim's the other one. He's got a pelvic problem at the moment, which is really, really sore, and it's one that it could be right, a week, 10 days, or it could grumble on a little bit longer. We've just got to go with it a little bit at the moment, and it's frustrating for him. But again, speaking to the doc and the physios yesterday, they're quite pleased with the way he's progressing. So we just need to go slowly with that one. Hopefully it won't be too long.
And presumably you have confidence in the squad that you've got, that you can make selections that will do their best to win the game.
Absolutely. You know, I'm one. I won't. Once decisions been made about who's fit, who's not fit, I won't sort of harp on about players we haven't got. I'll then put all my focus on the good group of players we have got, and how this group of players are going to go and win whichever game it might be. So, yeah, I'm not. You know, it's easy to sit around and moan about players that we haven't got at our disposal, but what's the point of that? That's going to get you nowhere, you know. So no, I'm you know, glass half full, and I'll focus on the players we have got, and you know, give them the credit they deserve.
And obviously, a result tomorrow night could take potentially into a sort of halfway mark in the table, which would be incredible given 1 point after 7 games.
Yeah, the actual. The way things have been going and the way people have conducted themselves, you know, the players, the staff, has been tremendous. You know, it's been really, really good, really positive, really strong. But this is just, you know, one more game in the great scheme of things, and one more step along the road to where we want to get to. So it's a big game because it's a derby game, but it's, you know, still 3 points, and it's 3 points we intend to get.
We wish you luck.
Thank you very much.